Principle of negotiation. So what we've got to do is we've got to set it up for the close. And then we answer the objection so it completely removes the issue. Now, here is the money game. You've got to learn how to ask for the order in selling. 80% of all sales come after the 5th closing attempt. 50% of all salespeople don't even close once. They're stunned mullets. Why? Fear of rejection? Enormously. Fear of failure? Yes. Couldn't pick up the buying signals. The greatest buying signal that you'll ever have is how much is it? Or when can I get it delivered? Or when can we start? They are buying signals. That is a closing statement that defies a close. You've got to have people who understand, hey, they want to buy. Buying signal. Ring bells. The most important quality is self-confidence. The buyer will buy if you believe he will. Most people don't ask for the sale because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid, they're uncomfortable about money because you know what they say? I can't afford it, so no one else can. So what do? They sell the cheapest because they think the cheapest is the easiest to sell. Or they're not sharp enough to recognise the buying signals. Now, what I'm going to do is I have given you an absolute stack of closing lines. Now, not all of them will work. And don't develop a script on this because it becomes robotic. But they are certainly very good guidelines on how to get the order. Classic one is the assumption close. You know what the assumption close is? I assume you're going to buy every product that I mentioned. I just write up the order. Because I've done everything else right. Remember, if I've done my job correctly, I have done major depositing. All I'm doing is just making a withdrawal. There is millions of dollars that I've just deposited. I'm just about to make the withdrawal. I don't even worry about it. I say, Ray, that settles it. When would you like to start? He goes, Monday. I've got the sale. Now, when you get the sale, here's the golden rule. Shut up. If you've never got a sale that size, don't celebrate with the customer. Not a good look. Like, wow, that's amazing. Don't do that. You are a seasoned professional. You expect the sale, so therefore you get the sale. Very, very important. The alternative close is a classic. How would you like to pay for that, cash or credit? When would you like to start? Tuesday or Wednesday? Real simple. And I've given you many there. And I just want you to, in your own time, go through them. Some of them are absolutely amazing and will work. And, even the last one, the divide and conquer close, is just an amazing technique that was used on me roughly 4 years ago. And I'm supposed to be a sales trainer. I didn't even see this coming. 4 years ago, I go to my adorable wife and I say, Ingrid, what do you want for your 40th birthday? She goes to me, honey, I would like a diamond ring. I go, no problem. Okay, we will buy it around your birthday in Sydney, which is January the 8th. We will have the money. Great, she says. Tie down. Great. Comfortable. 9 months prior to this, we decide to go down to Melbourne. And in going to Melbourne, we actually say we'll get a cheap accommodation. And at that stage, Crown, I'm not a gambler, nor is Ingrid, but there was a new hotel being opened by the Crown Casino called the Crown Plaza. Cheap rates, 5-star, good, we'll go there. Get there on a Friday night. Me and my wife, no kids. You get the picture. Okay, I'm going there, and the first thing that we do is we open up the newspaper, and the next morning in the casino, because of security, they have a massive jewellery sale. Down the bottom. My wife says to me, Tony, do you mind if we just have a look? I say, no problems. I'm here because I want to have a great weekend and, you know, I'm only going to spend half an hour. And she was very insistent, just going to have a look. We know we don't have the money and my birthday is 9 months away. Okay, sure. Okay. I go down there. Now remember, these people are professional. They are extremely professional. They know what's going on. I walk in there. As soon as I walk in there, to the left-hand side, there is a section dedicated to men. Big screen TV, teas, coffee, juices, newspapers, magazines, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo Wii. I say in my stupidity, take as long as you want. She goes to the counter. I am very distant. She then says, she has a look, and they're working on her. And they are brilliant. Oh, they are so good. And she says to them, we're not here to buy, I'm just here to look around. I'm here to try to get designs so I can work out what we're going to do in January. Okay, it's great. In about 5 minutes, she comes to me. She says, Tony, why don't you just have a look with me at some of the designs, see if you like it, because you want to buy it, so it's got to be right with you. I said, yeah, I know, but it's really for you, so any design's got to be good for you. You know, happy wife, happy life. So she gets me across there. I don't even want to speak to the salespeople. So I'm looking at the counter, but I'm very distant. I'm actually looking, I say, yeah, that's right. I do not want to get involved in this. And I go, yeah, that's great. Then I say, honey, I think they're all great. You make the choice. I'll go back there. The salespeople have never spoken to me once. 5 minutes later, she comes back. She says, honey, have you seen these prices? These guys have just told me they're not retailers, they're wholesalers. They normally sell to retailers, and what they do is 2 times a year, they actually go into major hotels and sell their products at the same price that retailers buy them. We can buy them directly. And I go, yeah, but, you know, I'm a retailer. Everything's always on sale. We're always on 20. We're the same prices in Sydney. Plus, we don't have the money and we can't afford it. And she said, you're right, Tony. I just wanted to tell you that because the deals are amazing. So she goes back. I'm there again. Another 5 minutes, she comes back. She says, you know, look, we've got an American Express card and we can get frequent flyer points. I said, but you've got to pay it back and it's got interest. So she accepts that answer. She says, you're right, all right. He says, look, we'll have the money then because it's quite a sizable purchase. Then she does the killer blow. 5 minutes later, she comes back and she says, how come when you want to buy something, you can always buy it? When you want to buy your golf clubs and when you want to buy your TV, you just buy it. You don't even ask me. And here, for the first time ever, I want something and I can't have it. I have delivered your children. I've been through labour, okay? I've been through pain. I deserve this. Who believes that at that particular point, the sale was closed? Yes. Okay. I came to the amazing conclusion that my life would be miserable for that weekend if I said no. Now, here's the point in selling. At no one time did the salesperson even communicate to me. Here's the point. When you are actually selling to a couple or selling to partners, get the one who's on fire to be more enthusiastic. They will do a much better selling job than you will ever do. Either they will sleep with them or they're in a business partnership with them. Okay? That is an amazing technique. That is called the divide and conquer close.